Yo, what is up, everybody? And today we are back on the channel with some more Madden 26 CFM. This time it's a little different because we are in PXML Season 3, Week 1, with a little bit of a new lineup. Not nothing too different. You guys already saw some of the rookies. We picked up Gunner Stockton, or I shouldn't say we picked up Gunner Stockton. The AI picked up Gunner Stockton in lack of us missing a second string quarterback in um, Will Levis. And as you see here, we got another receiver in Ian Strong. If you remember last year, we had to pick up some receivers late. And another thing, true five wide formation was our starting five receivers. Like, we just didn't have any other backups. But other than getting into the lineup too fast, I'm just happy to be back for another season, and we're looking to make it back to the Super Bowl this year. Last year kind of had a rough end to the season. We're forgetting or not forgetting to download videos. Videos aren't showing up on my computer. I'm winning one, then I'm losing one, then I'm winning one, then I'm losing one. You guys saw that for about the last 7 to 8 weeks of the season, but we're looking to be back. We're looking to start it off strong, and the schedule wants us to start it off strong too, as we play the Colts two times in the next 4 weeks. So, most literally, it's kind of following our schedule last year with the Jaguars. The only difference is we're not playing all of our divisional games by week 10. So, our schedule for this year is we play the Colts week 1. And I actually got it wrong. We play the Colts two times in 3 weeks. So it's a little different from the Jaguars. Last year we played them week 1 and week 4, as I'm just going through all the rookies, as you guys see. So for our schedule this year, week 1 we play the Colts, as you guys already know. Week 2 we play the New England Patriots, and that will be an AI game. The New England Patriots guy left the league. He got a little bit inactive for a while, so he's out of here. So that will be a little AI game, a little like probably like 13, 14-minute video. Then we come back home. We get our second home match against the Colts to finish up that season series already. Then we stay home again against Buffalo for a nice little revenge match. Hopefully get over a revenge tour. And this year we are playing the AFC East, so we play the Bills, then we play the Jets week 5. Then we have our bye week early on. Then after the bye week we play the Jags, Dolphins, Broncos, a team who we haven't seen since that season 1 wild card game, if you guys remember it. Then week 10 we play against the Houston Texans. Then we also play the NFC South. So week 11 and week 12 will be the Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Week 13 we will finish off the season series with the Jaguars at home. Then week 14, 15, 16, and 17, most of those are going to be AI videos, or not AI videos. I meant CPU games. I guess I might as well just let you guys know early on. Out of those 4 games, the only team that we actually played was the Browns. So week 14, Falcons is CPU. Week 15 is CPU against the Rams. Week 16 is an actual game against the Browns. And week 17, CPU against the New Orleans Saints. Then week 18, we finish off our season series with the Houston Texans in a divisional matchup away. So that is what our schedule is looking like for this season. Now, compared to last season, this is, oh my goodness, this is a schedule sent down from, or I shouldn't put it like that, because most of these teams we haven't played before. But compared to the teams that made the playoffs last season, this is definitely a schedule sent down from heaven. A lot easier of a schedule, not too much going on near the end of the season, like not trying to have to stack up wins and all. So yeah, it's a little bit more of a light seeing, and you guys saw all the improvements that we made to the squad. Most of the rookies that we did get won't really be starting, unfortunately, but other adjustments that we made were Cole Strange, as you saw. We picked him up in free agency. We needed a tackle, and then we drafted a tackle, which was funny, so we kind of picked up on 2. But for now in the season, Cole Strange will be starting, and then we also picked up Isaiah McDuffie. Now, I know that's a weird move because we already have our stud rookie Deontay Lawson, as Blake Groupie is here to kick it away out of the back of the end zone to start off PXML Season 3 for us. But going back to our linebacker adjustments, I know we already got Deontay Lawson, and Tony Pollard is looking to keep up the division dominance against the Colts, or the division in dominance in general. We'll get to that in a second. But I know we already had Deontay Lawson, but I thought I might as well just get another linebacker because Isaiah McDuffie was there, and for Isaiah McDuffie, he's a little bit more speedy than Lawson, and he also just has better. He's just a higher overall, and he was there for cheap. So I was like, oh, I might as well just pick him up. Let Deontay Lawson take a little break. Now, obviously, Deontay Lawson will still play as Cam Ward is rolling out of the pocket, going for Kim DK in the end zone. And the first points for our PXML new season has been good, but Joey Sly's first PXML season 3 PAT is no good, and that is not what you want to see. Maybe showing a little bit of his age there. No, I guess age isn't really a factor for kickers, but oh man, that's not what you want to say. But yeah, or Isaiah McDuffie, just a little cheap pickup for us. I thought I'd get him and improve the linebacker core a little bit more. But it's not like Deontay Lawson will just be never to be seen again, because that's still my guy. He's young, he's star dev, so he's getting up there. Maybe get him to superstar if we play the right cards with him. But then another adjustment we made to the team, I don't know if you saw it, but Jalen Watson as the Colts are going for it on 4-for-2. Jalen Hurts rolling up in the pocket. He looks for Tyler Warren, but it is just knocked out at the last second, and we unfortunately skipped 1st and 10 there. So 2nd and 9, Chigozie Okonkwo will get a reception to get a 3-yard gain, and now we have an injured lineman, which is oh man, at least we got those extra linemen. You know that extra tackle as Tony Pollard gets a first down, juking back inside, taking a spin move, gets it up to about the red zone. But the other free agency addition that we made to the team was picking up Jalen Watson, another one of those cornerbacks. We just need a little bit more help in the cornerback field. I mean, so far, like what we have, it's not anybody too crazy. We have Marlon Humphrey, Chiadobe Awuzie, and then past that, it's like more low overalls as we went into like Darnell Baker and Kyer Elam. So Jalen Watson, a speedy cornerback to add to the team as we look for Chigozie Okonkwo, who's wide open and into the end zone for a touchdown. And Joey Sly looks for redemption as the PAT is up and good. And now going back to our divisional dominance, it's looking like it's going to keep up here as we are already up 13-0 on the Colts in the first quarter. And if you guys don't know, if you're a little newer to the series, our Titans have absolutely dominated the AFC South. I mean, I don't know what other words to put it in. If there's a stronger word for dominate, I need that word because we in the 3 years in this, or I guess 2 years now, because we're not including 3 years because this is season 3. In the 2 years we've been in this league, our AFC South record is currently 12-1, and that one loss was a game where we played our backups in Week 18 back in season 1 against the Jaguars. So it's really not a loss. Like I'll count it as a half a loss, but like, come on, I have my backups in. It doesn't. It's still a loss, but a loss is a loss, but doesn't change the fact 12-1, looking to make it 13-1 as Jeffrey Simmons gives Jalen Hurts no chance there on the play. Just immediately sacked as 4th and 8th field goal by Blake Grupe is going to be a no good. It bounced off the crossbar. And usually in most games that would be called good, but the refs say it did not come in. Must have bounced off the camera or something as Tony Pollard gets a good gain to end off this first quarter. And now to start the second quarter, going in the play action from the 26-yard line, Cam Ward looking for Alec Onyemeyer on his corner. No, that's not Alec Onyemeyer. Kim DK laterals it back to Chigozie Okonkwo. A little bit of trickery coming up, and these Titans are obviously in high morale with it as Cam Ward takes it on the RBO. Cam Ward has a lane, and Cam Ward will be into the end zone for a touchdown. Now give him 2 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown. He's doing it all for the Titans today. The Colts are once again just not knowing what to do against these Titans. Seems like every time they play us, they just can't figure out what to do against our offense, and then they can't figure out what to do on offense. Or it's more like, I should say they can't figure out what to do on offense because they have drives. They sustain a couple of drives as that's a lineman making a catch on 1st and 10 for a 15-yard gain. I guess that's a little weird as Jalen Hurts dropping back to pass, getting it over in the middle to Jonathan Taylor. But the Colts sustain a bunch of drives. It's just these late turnovers and mishaps. As you see, last drive they got into field goal range and just Blake Krupe could not nail it down. And unfortunately for us, the refs did not call any type of unnecessary roughness there, as Tyler Warren absolutely got leveled before or after the ball was oversailed, but he makes up for it with this nice little first down to get him up to the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts going over the middle for the creative player Devon Leons for a 2-yard gain. Now 2nd and 8 from the 24-yard line. 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Jalen Hurts rolling out of the pocket, and he just throws it away before he is sacked there. Now, a little bit more about the video schedule. As you guys kind of remember, as Leon's will get a generous spot here, and they say he has the first down. A little bit about the video releasing schedule, because I am a full season behind, if you guys don't remember. Or technically, as of today, I am not a full season behind because excuse me, we just got finished Super Bowl week in this league as the Colts get it to Jonathan Taylor on a backwards pass. Luckily, he didn't drop it or anything, because that would have been called fumble. Now 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Jalen Hurts out of the pistol formation, looking for not Alec Pierce, Robbie Gould, as he will put on the Colts' first 7 points of the year. But like I was saying about the schedule, I'm technically not a full season behind anymore. We just finished up Super Bowl week. Like, when I say we just finished up Super Bowl week, like, the Super Bowl game was played about, give or take, 8 hours ago from now. Yeah, so not a full season behind anymore as Tony Pollard takes to the skies again. Oh my goodness. 2 years in a row, he just does that. If you guys remember last year, as we're going deep for Okonkwo, does he get the beat down? They say no. But if you guys do remember, last year in that Week 1 game against the Jaguars, Tony Pollard took to the skies, and he does it again in Week 1. How many years can he keep up this streak? Maybe a month from now, when I release the next season Week 1 game, Tony Pollard's will once again have hurdled somebody. But like I was saying, I'm not really a full week behind or a full year behind now, because they just got the Super Bowl done and we're in Week 1. So hopefully, I want to be caught up by the end of this month, depending on how quickly I can release these videos, as Alec Onyemar on 1st and goal gets pushed up to the 2-yard line. Depending on how fast I can release these videos, I won't say I'll be able to be caught up as Kim Dike is into the end zone for another touchdown, and Joey Sly will have his PAT up and good to give us a 20-point lead, as there is a roughing the kicker penalty by Eric Scott Jr. We will accept that. But like I was saying, I probably won't be caught up, but I hope to be at least halfway to maybe halfway to like week 18ish by the end of this month, hopefully, because my schedule is going to be a lot lighter, so I'll be able to just take it out, grind out a bunch of videos, and I'm looking to edit another video tonight as Jalen Hurts is taken down once again. Now 3rd and 13, 7 seconds left till halftime. Jalen Hurts trying to move somewhere in the pocket, but he just has nowhere to go, as the Titans have got their 3rd sack of the day. Now 4th and 23, 5 seconds left till halftime. Just looking to boot it away. Or not, it's going to be a fake punt. Hopefully they take up enough time and don't throw a costly turnover, which they do the first one, or technically they did both of them. Not a costly turnover, and they just took up enough time to get it into half, as we will go into halftime and come out with a 20-point lead, as the Colts will get the ball first. But like I was saying, I'll try to edit another video tonight, and that'll probably be out like Tuesday. The video, obviously, this video is going to be out tonight. I'm not going to try to push it back or anything. So, it's like, yeah, I'll try to catch up the best I can with the schedule lightening up. But, hey, just gotta give me some time to get it done, and then maybe if I really do grind it out, like if I'm really locked in, I'll like fully catch up. I really doubt that's gonna happen. It's probably not gonna happen. Don't trust me on that one. As 1st and 15, Jalen Hurts going for Jonathan Taylor. It's a little bit of a high ball, but he's luckily able to, or I should say luckily, skillfully able to bring it down without it being knocked out. Now 3rd and 11. Jalen Hurts getting it to Tyler Warren, who just gets to that first down marker. Now 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Colts really in business. Now Jalen Hurts going up the seams for Devon Leons, and that looked like it was going to be a short fire pick, but it just got past his head as Leons hits a cool little dance in the end zone. Might have to take that off his play to use it at the parties to get the ladies, if you know what I'm. All right, bruh. You gotta fire. Ban me. Just ban me off YouTube. But we will. The Colts are kind of bringing it back a little bit. Maybe have a little momentum that can carry on to the defensive side as we hand it off to Tony Pollard. And it looks like that momentum is carrying a little bit. Not too much. 2nd and 6 from the 39-yard line. Under 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Cam Ward going underneath for Tony Pollard, who would juke inside, take some ankles, get the first down, and a tiny bit more. Now up at the 46-yard line in that pistol formation. You guys know the play that's coming. It's a staple for us. Cam Ward, icons disappear, going deep for Okonkwo, but that will just sail out of the range. And maybe if it didn't, we could have gone for a contested catch, but it probably wouldn't have landed anyway, as Tony Pollard trying to get to the sidelines, and he did, but number 57 got some type of boost there. I don't know what happened. It's now 3rd and 7 from the 50. Cam Ward going up the seam for Alec Onyemar, and that will be easily caught for the first down and some more. Now 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line, handing it off to Tony Pollard up the middle. He cuts back real middle, and he's not able to get the first down. 2nd and 1 as he goes over the century mark in his first game. Cam Ward trying to take it on the same RPO, but the Colts have that under wraps this time. That was JTT. Ooh, Tiamai Lau? I can't do it. I'm going to just call him JT as Tony Pollard takes it up the middle, and he is amazing on the ground today, well above the century mark now. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line, a minute left to go in the quarter. Cam Ward rolling out of the pocket. Cam Ward just launching it to Gunnar Helm at the last second, and oh my goodness, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that name either. Zach's Zach Vian Harris as Calvin Ridley makes a good catch for the touchdown. Wait, I'm sorry. I gotta stop commentating the game for a second. I think it's Zaxavian Harris. It's spelled XavianH, or obviously his last name is Harris, but his first name is spelled Zxavian. I think it's Zaxavian. I don't know. I think it's Saxony, and that's the best I could do. As 2nd and 10, Jalen Hurts gets it to AJ Brown on the slant route, and unfortunately, this duo has been split up in real life. But I guess in the game they were both traded to the Colts. Well, I don't want them to both be traded to the Patriots in real life. I want them both to stay. But whatever. As we get into the fourth quarter, Jalen Hurts takes a little bit of a risky throw there up the middle. Now 3rd and 10 from the 46-yard line. They really need something here to stay in it. Jalen Hurts rolling up in the pocket, getting it to A.J. Brown, and they will call it a first down as one of our Titans defensive backs are in shambles there, not up with giving up that first down as Jalen Hurts going for A.J. Brown again, and it's another first down. Now the Colts are really moving, trying to get it into it from the 31-yard line. Jalen Hurts dropping back to pass. Jalen Hurts going over the middle for A.J. Brown again. 3 catches in a row for him. Now up at the 12-yard line. This Colts chemistry is up, and the Titans morale might be going down a little bit as Jalen Hurts going for JT. And Cedric Gray more focused on the running back than he was the ball, as the Colts will take another delay of game here, but I go ahead and decline this one because I thought the Colts was lagging. I wasn't too sure what was going on, but it's a little unusual for somebody to kind of just sit there as Jalen Hurts goes for A.J. Brown again. Or is that AJ? Yeah, again. Jesus, man. That morale is really up there, and they are getting catch after catch after catch. Now, 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Jalen Hurts looking to pass it, just running out of time, and he finds A.J. Brown again. Just guess who it is. Who knows on this next pass, but we'll see. It'll probably be A.J. Brown. That is 5 catches on the drive as the PAT is up and good, and the Colts have scored the most points that they have against us in the last 3 seasons. The most they ever scored before was 14. Now they have got it up to 21. So you're seeing a little improvement as they went for the onside kick, but it's illegal touching there, just a little bit too early to the ball. As on first and 10, we get it to Tony Pollard for a 4-yard gain. Now second and 6 off the RPO, we go for Alec Anumar. Alec Anumar getting a first down and more. Alec Anumar, they call it a fumble, but I don't know. It looked like he was down. We'll see what the booth review says. Booth review says it is still Titans ball. He was not down all the way. And now we skip a play there. Second and 9, just a 1-yard gain on first and 10. I guess Cam Ward going over the middle for Kim DK. And that is not the throw you want to make as it is picked off by Cameron Mitchell. And oh my goodness, that underneath coverage cooked us. Thought I could go for Kim DK over the middle there as Jalen Hurts. No time in the pocket. Cedric Gray, the main sack man there. Titans had their fourth sack on the day. Jalen Hurts running out of time, throwing it up for Leons. And luckily, he was almost sacked twice there, but he just gets it away. But he almost threw an interception there as he gets it to another lineman again. That is a weird thing to see linemen getting the ball here as on 4th and 16. Jalen Hurts looking to pass it, going for Ty or Devon Leons, who holds on through the contact and keeps this Colts game alive for now. It's first and 10 from the 50-yard line. Jalen Hurts going for, oh my goodness, Robbie Gould, but it is just way too low there, and that has been a main problem today as Jalen Hurts going for JT out of the backfield, breaking one tackle, JT breaking two tackles. JT has a first down, and he has that dog in him. As first and 10, the Colts are going to spike it to save some time. I guess he probably could have just gone no huddle, but whatever suits them, suits them. Second and 10 from the 40-yard line. Jalen Hurts dropping back to pass. Oh, my goodness, it just hits the feet of Chiadobe Awuzie, and that could have ended the game right there. As third and 10 from the 40-yard line, Jalen Hurts sails it. Oh my goodness, the accuracy is a little off for him today. Now 4th and 10, can they get another miracle? Jalen Hurts looking to pass it, going deep. There's a flag on the play. A.J. Brown, oh, he tried to make a diving catch, but either way, it will be a turnover on down, or with the decline of the penalty, it will be. And now we're just looking to end this game as Tony Pollard takes it up the middle. Now second and 8 from the 42-yard line. The Titans are unfortunately looking to pass it here. Cam Ward under pressure, going for Okakwo, and it's picked off. Oh my goodness, there's a flag on the play, but it looks like it'll be on the Titans, and that is Jalen Charles keeping the Colts in the game, and Cam Ward just making a whoopsie mistake there. And that play, I tried to pass lead it down as Jonathan Taylor has it. Catch Jonathan Taylor breaking the tackle, but he just goes out of bounds. I tried to pass lead it down thinking it would lead him a lot more down than it did, but obviously it kind of just went right into Charles's hand, so that was a little unfortunate. I should have let it just pass. Should have just passed let it outside instead of doing what I did. As now second and 4 from the 27-yard line, Jalen Hurts going for Tyler Warren, and he finds him there now at the 16-yard line with over a minute left to go. Jalen Hurts rolling up in the pocket. Jalen Hurts running the ball. Jalen Hurts breaks the hit stick tackle from Cody Barton. That could have been dangerous. Now first to go from the 2-yard line, and that pistol going for that slant combination. It is caught by Robbie Gould again. The first time he scored on the slant route. Now the second time he scores, it's on a slant route, and Blake Krupe misses his second kick of the day. That one sailed to the right, just like Joey Sly, and that will put it at a 6-point game as an onside kick here is going to be touched again too early, and the Colts recover, but with us accepting it, that will end the game, and Johnny Hecker will come onto the field to knee the ball and let the Titans get their first dub of the season. That's how you do it. We kept it a little close for no reason, but look, we still came out with the dub overall, and that's kind of what you want to see, and that's starting the season off strong. Now, 3 years in a row, we start off 1-0, and that's just it's kind of what we do. And hopefully, we just kind of stay on this hot streak. I know next week we obviously have that CPU, so unless the CPU kind of does their little cheating scandals, then we'll be 2-0. But if they pull off those cheating scandals, then we'll have a problem. But hopefully, we'll get that dub, and then week 3 we'll stay for the Colts at home, and hopefully continue that division dominance. As today it was a little bit of a dominant showing. We took our foot off the gas a little bit too much, played around a little bit, and it kind of ended up putting us in a closer situation than we should have been in. But I mean, you can't throw away anything like too early. You can't really, yeah, like you can't really just put it away too early. You just gotta take what you can get. We have a dub, and that's what's gonna be good for us. So other than that, that's going to be it for me in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please stay with this series. It's tough, but drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment if you have any suggestions on what else you want to see.